Hey, I'm trying to really quickly eat my dinner, so I'll be muted for a second here. Will Wifey be joining us tonight? Hi guys, I can't see who came in, but I do see that people did. I'm eating my dinner, so I'm going to be on mute for a minute here. Oh wow, through the speakers and all, huh? Oh good, Angel. I'm glad she's coming. I heard you pick on her about her voice. Do you have a long commute, Samson? Mind my business? Oh, you're just a big meanie, aren't you? Hey girl, your husband just told me to mind my business. Oh, that's good. My commute anywhere, even not for work, is 35 minutes. Well, I was just razzing him. Are you calling me a quarrelsome woman? I guess you better go stay on the roof. That's some Bible humor. Did y'all come with topics to discuss? Oh, that's a good one. It's Steve. Hey, Steve, did you come here from TikTok? Because I think I saw you on my either on my friends list or looking at my profile or commenting on one of my videos. I'm not sure. Sure. I love prophecy. Although I think my prophecy Bible is in a box in the garage right now because we've been moving stuff around. Oh, okay. Oh, different levels of heaven. Where's Andy? Maybe he's driving to work. Okay, so I am going to grab a. You guys will probably hear my fan. I don't think it's too loud, but let me know. I'm going to grab a pen and something to jot things down on. I'm back just using my phone again tonight. If I can find a pen in my bag. There we go. Oh yeah, I do. I want to tell you, but I was hoping to wait for Andy because after the live last night, we were in the lounge on Discord talking on voice, and then I tried. I think you guys came back in later. I tried going live again with him on Discord, but unfortunately, it just muted us both. So it was just like dead air for 10 minutes. And we were talking about what this relates to. So I was hoping he'd be in here. I think you guys got here a little bit earlier than him last night, so he'll probably be here around 9:30, or maybe he's got plans. Who knows? I don't have a life, so. Okay, so we want to talk about the. Oh, of course, the pen does not work. Ain't that just the way it always goes? Let me see. Find another one. There we go. I wanted to talk about heavenly rewards. Crowns, no. And then we wanted to talk about Rapture. Are there levels of heaven? Oh, you want to talk about the what's going on in the world, like the riots and stuff? Let's see. How was my day? I mean it was fine. I got a little irritable at the grocery store. Um, kids wanting to lollygag and grab everything off the shelves and stuff. And then had to go to a whole different store for other stuff. So, but I let it go. I hate it when that irritability wells up. What about you guys? What did you do today? Hey, Donovan, you're back. Yeah, just working, huh, Steve? I hear people talk about Food City. Is that the cheap grocery store of your area? Oh, cool. Yeah, we have a lot of little shops. There's one here in town. I've only lived here, well, going on 4 years, and it opened up about a year ago, but I never go anywhere, except for when I have to or when I'm working. But I have been wanting to check that out because I heard they have really good pico de gallo. Oh, cool. I'm cool. I love it. um, I just try to be down to earth, and I'm really glad that I found you guys because it kind of feels like I have some friends now and other people who actually want to talk Bible. So you guys are super cool too. Is it hard to fully trust God? Sometimes it can be. That's for sure. Um, and sometimes, especially with age, for me, um, you just kind of settle down and realize you actually don't have any control. So when God says tomorrow will worry about itself, that's you gotta do that. And I do have anxiety and stuff like that. So sometimes it's harder to do like physically because I have, like the actual physical symptoms of anxiety, even though my mind, I'm trying. But God does, He just keeps showing up. And, for a long time, I thought, oh, I wouldn't be able to handle this or that. And all the things I've gone through in life, here I am on the other side. And I just see Him and feel Him working and making things, okay. I'm hoping one of my boys will bring me a spare phone to use, because I can't minimize my phone to do anything else on it while I have the live going, which is a little frustrating. I did a video about heavenly rewards. I'm trying to remember what verse it was. If you search for it, I actually recently changed the title of it because sometimes to get my videos to go out for a second round, or if like I don't have videos to put out that day, I'll just go change around some old videos and schedule them to republish. And this one is called, I think it says, some men think this is provocative or something like that. Because the girl in the video, I used like a stock image video for that one. And to me, I thought she looked sad. And I had 2 or 3 men come in the comments talking about like she was some kind of Harlow, like she was a temptress, and that I was a false uh preacher for using it and trying to make people sin. It was really crazy to me because I didn't see it that way at all. Um, but in that video, I talk about crowns in heaven. Yes. That's like I was saying the other day, what I say when I get out of bed every day, if I don't forget, is God, get in my head before I have a chance to. And if you're talking to God throughout the day and reading your Bible and, being close with Him, keep your eyes where they're supposed to be, it's a lot easier to not freak out about life's challenges. I didn't. I'm actually going to be doing that tomorrow because it sounds like a rabbit hole I have to go down. If you're in the Discord and you have any videos or anything um, that you think I should watch on the topic, post them in the Discord and I will. Or you can also post them in the community tab on YouTube. Oh, well, I mean, I will give you guys an opinion on it, depending on what I think about it, because I have no idea what it even is. Um, I may or may not do a video on it for the channel, but mostly my channel is, actually reading the Bible and then other little shorts. But of course, I was falling asleep last night when I did the reaction to the once saved, always saved video that Andy had me watch. Do you want to give me a hint of what the Prison Planet, like base idea is? I did set the live up to do the go live together thing. And I have a link, but there's nothing on the mobile version of live that shows me how I would control that or anything. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go and help my kids with the pizza. Hey, sorry. Didn't mean to be gone so long. Let's see what the comments say. Oh, wow. It's like I see, like reincarnation. Man, that would be horrible. You just, you think, yeah, you're going to heaven and bam, you're born again into another body. Yeah, when you see Jesus, it's a projection, and they trick you to come in the light, grabs you with artificial feelings of peace and love, and then you get memory wiped and come back. Oh my goodness, that sounds awful. I mean, that sounds interesting though. I'm hoping to get this laptop going. Andy's here. That would be good, Kenny. Thank you. I'm plugging in this laptop, but I'm pretty sure it won't work. We will see. Oh, okay. So last night, between the lives, Andy and I were talking on Discord voice, and we were talking about the pacifism thing again and trusting God. And I was saying, um, when I split with my ex, I immediately went into, I need to get a job, I need to support my kids. And the whole time I was working, I felt like I was actively fighting against God to be working away from home. And I knew that he wanted me at home with my kids still. And I don't know, I was always anxious driving to work, and it was just, hard. Hang on, my cat is clawing. Okay, so um, I didn't grieve, and I didn't stop and trust God to provide, even though when this happened, I had built my YouTube up. I had a lot of views and returning people, and it was getting toward the point where I could get monetized. And then when all that happened and I got a job, obviously I couldn't put much into the YouTube. And even when I had the time, I was just exhausted. And I kept feeling like God still wanted me to be doing that. So I was trying, but, you know, And then it feels like the tumor in my arm was, because it was like he kept telling me, this isn't where you're supposed to be. And, I just kept working because I thought that's what I had to do. And um, at the start, before I got the job, our electricity got shut off, our water got shut off, and God made it happen. I was able to get a charity to cover the power bill, and a lady in town just up and covered the water bill and had it back on that day. She called them herself to do it. And so God provided, but I still thought, well, I've got to continue working. And so last night, Andy and I were talking about that and how um, I need to trust God for his provision. And at this point, with the tumor thing in my arm and the doctor not releasing me to work, it just feels like God was like, well, you're not going to listen to me, so I'm going to make it impossible for you to work. And, I don't know how long that's going to be or what's going to happen, but it just kind of feels like God was saying, no, I said what I said. And then I was in the grocery store today, and like I was saying a few minutes ago, I was getting a little irritable. Um, the kids wanting everything off the shelves, and it was taking longer than it was supposed to. And this one lady walked by and smiled, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I moved the cart and got out of the way. And she's like, "No, it's okay." And then she was at the cash register when we got up there, and as I pushed my cart in, she came over and handed me $100, two $50 bills. And I was like, you know, what for? It's never been easy for me, for one, to ask for or accept help until somebody told me, you know, you don't know that maybe you're blocking somebody's blessing and affecting them in a way because maybe God has asked them to do this. And of course, my power bill is like, they're threatening to shut it off. My Wi-Fi is getting threatened. So I told her, I said, are you sure? And I said, and she said, yeah, yeah, no. And she didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But I said, well, I just need to tell you that I'm on a leave of absence right now because I have a tumor in my arm. And I said, it's not cancer, but it is affecting my arm, and I can't um, do my line of work with it. And she said, life's hard. And she said, but it's short. It doesn't seem like it, but it is short. We're only passing through. And I said, I need to tell you that I was talking to a friend last night about provision and how God will provide, and I needed to trust. And here you are. So that's what happened. I'm not seeing any comments go through. I hope I didn't just tell the whole story and not have it be heard. Okay, you did hear. Good. I felt like I was rambling on, but it makes me feel excited. Like $100 isn't that much money, but it's a lot of money when you need it. Who is Esau? Hi, Amerigo or Amerigo? Not sure. Apparently I'm terrible with names. Esau is, I think he was the furry guy in the Bible who lost his birthright to his brother because um, he pretended to be him to his blind father. Yes, God is good all the time, and it. Just I immediately thought of you, Andy, in our conversation last night. Well, I remember he was redheaded. He had orange fur when he was born. He had orange fur all over his body. Give me a second. Sorry, you probably hear me stab my salad. You guys like Caesar salad? And what did you have for dinner? I want to hear about your guys' day and what's going on in your lives. Where is my Bible? Oh, under my pile of laundry here. No biggie. Okay, so let me. I think he was either, gosh, I want to say he was Jacob's, maybe Jacob's son? Oh wow, this Bible doesn't have a like concordance or anything in it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was born like redheaded, I think redheaded and furry. You know, he had a lot of hair. I'll bet that mama had heartburn when she was pregnant. What about you, Brittany? Did you have heartburn and did your baby come out with a lot of hair? Because I thought that was all made up. And then my second oldest son, I had wicked heartburn and he came out with soft hair all over him. Of course, I say I had wicked heartburn, like it just happened out of nowhere. But in all of my pregnancies, I wanted Taco Bell soft tacos, and I would have like a full packet of hot sauce with each bite. So, you know, I brought it on myself. Um, well, I mean, deja vu, I think. If you think about dreams, honey, you're running that all through the food. Careful.
Sorry.
What do you? Oh, you need to plug it in. Here, I'll reach it for you, baby. Here. Oh, there.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, Steven says hi.
It's me from last time.
I'm sure they remember.
Yeah, I bet everyone remembers, unless everyone's new. I was in the...
Nope, it's the main crew here again.
Oh, it's the main crew.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, ears. Yeah, wait.
I was thinking I might
The
call it.
Bible gang.
No, I was thinking something squad. I forgot what I was going to say.
Bible squad.
It was like Faith Squad, or no, that doesn't sound right.
Faith squad.
I thought it might be funny to have it something related to ears, but I couldn't figure anything out.
Ears.
No, with deja vu, you know, we don't even realize everything that's entering our mind because we don't just process it the way that's obvious, but it does come in through our eyes and we may not even notice it. So it comes out in dreams, or smells will trigger a memory. That's how I've always thought of that. I have had bouts of deja vu where it was like, that's really weird. But I don't obviously, careful. It's okay. I don't obviously think that it has anything to do with past lives, but I will put that on my list so that once I have my phone up, we can do a little bit of digging about that.
Ooh, hey, notes.
Mm-hmm.
What are these few notes?
Just things we're going to discuss.
Is Emma here? Or is
Emma? Brittany?
Yeah, Brittany is.
And Abby isn't here yet.
Is Angel?
Yes, Angel and Brittany are both here.
Hi, Angel and Brittany.
We've got Donovan and Adam, and of course we have Andy.
Hi,
And
Alan.
looks like Samson might not be here now. No, Alan isn't here yet.
Oh. Valor.
Angel says, hey, buddy.
Hi, Angel. Watches this later. Past Steven says hi, future Alan. If you're watching this later.
And Brittany said, hey, bud, too.
Happy to be here. Live. My brother's doing a live stream actually right now. He does Rocket League.
Yeah, the fact that 97% of people have experienced it doesn't tell me that deja vu has anything to do with past lives. It tells me that that's, physiological or whatever, where it's just something that happens. But I wrote it down and I'll have to pull up some biblical references on it. Oh, Samson is here, but he's doing some chores. No worries, I do that too. You guys will start hearing me clank around or huffing and puffing while I'm bending over doing laundry.
Yeah, I think our squad should be called Bible Reading Squad. Do you guys like that? What did she say?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hang on. I will minimize and see if I have any emails. Hey, yeah, Andy, it works. It worked when you sent it through. I don't know if it was Drive or.
I thought
It's 55 minutes.
I thought Andy was a girl name, but but you're a
No.
boy.
Andy is mostly a guy's name. It comes from usually Andrew.
But I didn't know that you're like, oh, hi, Angel. Oh wait,
No, that's Adam.
oh, hi, Adam.
Let's see. Bible Reading Squad sounds good. Or just Bible Squad, or I don't know.
I think Bible Reading Squad is good.
I guess I don't really actually have to have a name. I just thought it might be fun because I'm a cheesy old lady like that.
Oh, what did he say?
Hey, he said hey.
Hey, no,
Who got roasted?
That's bad that somebody got posted. But that mean me.
Yeah, it's like the charger doesn't even register to being plugged in now.
Brittany is the clone.
Yeah, that's Angel's wife.
Hey, Angel's wife. Wait, what is Angel?
Brittany.
Brittany. Oh, wait. Oh, his wife. Hey.
She already said hey.
But yeah, how you doing? What time is it at your place?
I think I remember right, they're in Arizona. Or
What time is it at your place? The time?
now it's starting to charge. So hopefully I can get this laptop to come on. But last time the screen went crazy, like I was being hacked or something.
Oh,
We'll
what
see.
did this guy say?
Genesis 25:25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Yeah, he was red all over.
This is the time that he's passed. That's at his time.
She said, "Hi, I'm good. How are you?" It's 9:53.
Yeah.
So actually, no, they're in the same time zone as us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they are in AZ. Okay, they are in Arizona. Okay, boot device not found. Please install an operating system on your hard disk. That's what it's giving me. Does anybody know anything about that? Like, how would I add anything if it doesn't let me get? It's like, go to hp.com/blah, blah, blah. It's like, how am I going to do that when it doesn't work?
Why don't you tap the screen? Maybe that usually works.
It's not a touchscreen, baby. See?
What?
It says boot device not found. Please install, honey, you're breathing right into it.
Yeah, sorry.
Please install an operating system on your hard disk. Hard disk 3FO. And then it says I can press F2 for system diagnostics.
Why don't you press F2?
Yeah, I'll definitely listen. If I can get the computer to run, then I can listen to it during the live. If not, let's see, I'll press F2. I think Kenny did this. Okay. Yeah. Processor, memory test, storage test, power test, system board test.
Oh. Is that way?
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, yeah, the red all over though, I believe, and don't quote me because I'll have to pull it up here once this phone charges or the laptop gets on. But I believe it mentions the hair as being red too. And that explains it. Let me see if this phone will work now.
Did the live stream shut down for
Okay,
you
we have
guys?
the phone. No, the live stream didn't talk. You can see they're talking.
Well, no, like early when your phone died midway through talking.
No, actually, I got back on and the live was still going.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really weird.
But did they hear you talking?
Well, no, they were just sitting there talking with each other about they think something went wrong. And then I popped back in.
What did Angel
and
say?
Andy came on and he was like, "You're back."
What did Angel say?
Angel didn't say anything.
Oh,
This
please.
is Adam, Cadam.
Yeah.
And he said it was written down for a reason because it was notable.
Who did this guy?
Here. Is this the right search?
Sure. Go on, you
Because
did.
on Shiloh's phone, it's
Well, yeah, it searches up anything. I don't really care though. Oh,
okay.
what toppings do you like on your guys' pizza?
Oh, we talked about that the other night too, didn't we?
No, we didn't. What did he say?
When it was translated, it was speaking metaphorically as red being the color of his body. Okay.
But yeah, what is your favorite topping on pizza, guys? I wanted to do a little face reveal.
What?
But this, no, actually, I wouldn't do that. I did.
Okay, just yeah, mushrooms and chicken. Remember we talked about this the other night.
No, we talked about Well, we didn't talk. We talked about everyone's favorite food. Does anyone else have favorite pizzas?
Okay, hang on a
Toppings?
second. Okay.
Hey, my favorite is. Comments are going wild. My favorite is barbecue and ham. Does anyone else like that combo or like ham on your pizzas?
I mean, who does that have? Okay, so I've got it up here. Get down to the part. Lag is real on this.
Is that your stomach?
Yeah, that was my stomach. Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from the bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Yeah, because hang on, it's loading here.
Tons of comments. You missed tons of comments that people said.
Okay, I'll go back and read it.
Yeah. That's your one.
Sorry, the phone is just lagging on me. Trying to get to chapter 25, and it took me to 26 and 24. Okay, finally here. These are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham fathered Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, or Bethuel, I don't know, the Aramean of Paddan Aram, the sister of Laban, the Aramean, to be his wife. And Isaac prayed to the. Can you back up? And Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord granted his prayer, and Rebekah his wife conceived. The children struggled together within her, and she said, If it is thus, why is this happening to me? So she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples from within you shall be divided, and one shall be stronger than the other. The older shall serve the younger. When her days to give birth were completed, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red, all his body like a hairy cloak. So they called his name Esau, or Esau, I think people pronounce it. Afterward, his brother came out with his hand holding Esau's heel, so his name was called Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. When the boys grew, Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, while Jacob was a quiet man dwelling in tents. Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Once when Jacob was cooking stew, Esau came in from the field, and it goes on to say, but I'm not sure what exactly.
Jacob actually stands for
What?
apparently Esau. Jacob stands for he clings for the heel.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that.
Go ahead. It's on there. I mean, you're talking.
Yeah. Jacob means it was named that because he was grabbing his heel. So yeah, they call, and it stands for he clings for the heel. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that.
Okay, I gotta read back through the comments here. The phone did not help much because it was lagging too bad, but I believe red was kind of a theme with him, like either his skin or his hair or both. And he made red stew later on, and red because he was angry, maybe. I feel like I've heard that, but what is the significance of the question for you? I would love to read the sermons. Definitely post them. Kenneth is going to be adding and changing around the Discord a little bit because I don't know what all they're called. It's a server, what the little rooms or topics, you know. I want one that's like announcements where I can put, hey, going live at this time or whatever. And then also the other ones we have and hopefully make it so that you guys also can, start topics or whatever. I just don't know how it works enough to do it myself yet. The word Edom actually means red, just as the name Esau signifies red. This character thus represents the colored. When we look at the meaning and symbology associated with the color red. Okay, no picking on people here now, guys. My ex actually started getting really into that flat earth stuff and then changed it to say also that he didn't believe it, but I never knew with him. To me, it's another one of those distraction things for me because for one, if it is all fake, we've never been to the moon and it's not round and all that. Sure, the government's been lying to us about it. I mean, one more thing they lied about, what would that change? It's not like anything's going to come of knowing or not knowing. Is there a problem if Jacob's black? What? But how could he be black if his twin brother then isn't? Okay, let me jot down these verses, although I don't know what I'm supposed to do because I can't even. Oh, you guys could hear me when I minimized my screen, so I should be able to at least go read them. 26, didn't you? Could you guys hear me? What does Revelations 1:14 and Daniel 7:13 and 7:26 have to do with Esau? I feel like I'm lost. I saw quotes recently. It's two famous people, and I can't think of their names, right? Um, but the first one says, I don't believe in God, I believe in science. And then the next guy, who is like the father of science, the guy who created science, the theory of science or whatever, said, I believe in God because of science or something like that. Maybe you guys have seen that same thing going around. How old do I believe the Earth is? 6 to 10K. Oh, okay. So that brings us back to that other topic. Um, what was that one called? I think I took note of that to try and look into it as well. The gap theory, right? I think that, remember when I was saying, you know, we have like science and math and stuff, it all explains stuff, or we think it does. Like it all makes sense, but we don't know what it actually is, what God's explanation of stuff actually is, right? So I feel like either we could be off about how old things are, because I don't really understand how they come up with that. Um, which doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means I don't know anything about it. Um, but um, sorry, I'm reading the comments. But it could be that we don't understand time or do time the same. And it's definitely an interesting topic because we had mentioned that the gap theory and young Earth, and there was another thing somebody mentioned, I think. Hey, do you guys know if this live showed as public? Because I'm starting to think it was unlisted again. My cat is in here staring at nothing again. I feel like there's a giant spider that's going to crawl out of somewhere. I don't see anything, Hattie. God would have just stopped the Earth rotation for long enough for the battle, bro. To the people, it would have looked like the sun stopped moving. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear my stomach growling, but I sure hope not because it's ridiculous. Hey, Angel and Brittany, did y'all dip? Yeah, definitely. Context is important. And it doesn't always seem like you would need any context. Like something just seems like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, you know? Oh, you tired? That's okay. Get some rest if you need to. Don't you love it when people tell you to sleep when the baby sleeps? Like the laundry is going to fold itself and the groceries are just going to appear in the kitchen. Now you guys got me thinking of that meme that goes around where Mike Tyson is holding the two little birds and he's like, "Now kiss." Lately they've been doing Elon Musk and Trump. Now kiss and make up. Oh yes, let's. Oh, I wish I had a concordance. All right. Since you guys can hear me when I minimize my screen, I'm just going to minimize my screen, search it, and read it. Okay, did you guys hear all of that? Oh no, I don't see the chat. I suppose it's all gone kaput on me. Somebody say something. Live chat. Okay, there, I see the chat again. Did you guys hear everything I was saying? Oh, come on. This is so frustrating. I just read a whole, okay, so what I'm going to do, this is so frustrating. What I'm going to do is I'll just send what I read over to the Discord and you guys can take a look at it. It gives some starting points of where to look it up, but the basic thing is we're not going to get like actual crowns and jewels is what this thing is saying. I know some people think it is, but it's really like the crown of life is given, like there's rewards, but I don't think they're actual just crowns we're going to put on our heads. um, and I'd like to dig in and see what the rewards might actually be, because people who are just longing, like Maranatha, they can't wait for Jesus' return, and they call it a certain crown, and then there's a crown of life for people who basically were martyred and held on to their faith until the bitter end. I went out for ice cream. You know what? I have um, vanilla ice cream and root beer, and I would like to have a root beer float, but I did not go out for ice cream. Yesterday, you guys could hear me when I minimized my screen. It's so frustrating the way this whole thing works. I've got the laptop running test. Okay, so it's passed every test. It just says it needs an operating system, which it's had one. I don't know why all of a sudden it doesn't. I think this happened because when Windows took away that, I don't know, Windows 10 or whatever it was. So let me go up and read the comments. But is that what you're talking about, Brittany, where they talk about the crown of life? And because I'm not sure about the jewels. Oh, the levels of heaven, you were saying. I thought you were saying the crowns. Hang on just a second, guys.
I will.
Okay, so
Bring
Kenneth
this.
brought me his phone so I can look up stuff now. My younger boys are really into DBZ. They have all these characters now that I don't remember from the really old versions, we watched back in the day. Okay. All right, so the closest thing scripture says about levels of heaven is in 2 Corinthians 12:2. I already have Kenny's phone for you. Thank you. I know a man in Christ who 14 years ago was caught up to the third heaven. Can you take Hattie with you, baby?
Yeah, sure.
She's right there. And my stomach just keeps making a bunch of noise.
I'm sorry.
Just grab her. You don't have to be sorry. Okay. Okay, so that verse was, I know a man in Christ who 14 years ago was caught up to the third heaven. Whether it was in the body or out of the body, I do not know. God knows. Some interpret this as indicating that there are 3 different levels of heaven. And they say, Paul is not saying that there are 3 heavens or even 3 levels of heaven. In many ancient cultures, people use the term heaven to describe 3 different realms, the sky, outer space, and that's usually when you're saying the heavens, not heaven itself. I'm going to keep looking. You still don't hear anything? Hey, do you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? It wasn't muted. It wasn't muted at all. This. Oh, it's on your. Okay, I was gonna say because I was reading a bunch of stuff. Did you guys hear what I was saying about the levels of heaven? I'm still looking up more verses, but so far, at least from that site, Corinthians, I think it was 1 Corinthians 12:2. I'm trying to find some other sources. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you heard. Oh, 20 million pop-ups on this site. Okay. So yeah, this site is saying the same thing like I was just mentioning where he said the heavens. The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands. I've always just kind of known that. Okay, then we've got Elijah was a human being, even as we are. He prayed earnestly that it would not rain, and it did not rain on the land for 3.5 years. Again, he prayed, and the heavens gave rain. So it has heavens a lot, but I don't think, to me, that never meant several heavens. Kenneth, it doesn't matter to me as long as I can stream on it, use Google search and all my Bible type stuff. Editing would be cool. I would like to be able to actually get into like um, the live room thing, but I think that's just on Studio. So I need it to be able to run YouTube Studio and the OBS or whatever. Yeah, just don't change your picture, Kenny, because then I'll get. Yeah, the Cavalry one was, honey, didn't that come from when you and Avery used to share an account and you just mixed your names together? And he is really cool. He's the one that I was telling you guys, like the first night of live about how he's like Jesus, kind of. He's a good boy, and he's smart, very smart. Oh yeah, Club Penguin. I remember when that was taken off or whatever, it just disappeared. Yeah, that's him. That's Kenny, the one that was talking about his at work the other night. Yeah. No, I had it muted. I was going back through the comments to see if I missed something. Okay, let me pull up. Let's see, you said John 6:28 through 29. Oh my goodness. I wish my stomach would stop making all this noise. Okay, so I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Okay. Have a good night, you guys. Oh. Yeah, I was reading some stuff last night about um the different wordings Jesus has used, and how, oh, what was that in regards to? I think that was in regards to the um like that reaction video that I did, the once saved always saved. And it said, I can't minimize my phone to, Kenny, how long is that operating system going to take? Because this is just frustrating. The works of God works as plural here in Jesus Christ. Because a lot of times people won't take note of the differences, like when Jesus uses one, it's like when in Greek there will be two or three different ways to say something. And when you say the word in our language, you know how English is, and 10 different words can mean the same thing. But in that, it means something different. And I've always really wanted to get into actually knowing the languages. But the furthest I've gotten is studying the names of God. So I dabble a little bit in that, but. Oh, I did the once saved, always saved. Are you in the Discord, Adam? Or are you the one that can't get Discord? Oh, no, it's not on the Discord. I'm sorry. I posted the video and then shared the link to Discord. If somebody has Discord open and can go in and grab that link and send it to Adam, I guess it's probably not going to let you do it. Yeah. I have it on here. Try searching. It's unlisted, so I think you have to have the actual link to get to it, but you might be able to search Ears to Hear Bible Reading, my channel name, and then something about eyelashes. Because in order to do it on my phone last night while I was falling asleep in bed, I did it on TikTok and somehow wound up with some gangly eyelashes filter on.
Did I miss
Hang-
what you said about whether or not you wanted Windows or Linux?
You must have missed. Oh, that was when. Could you not hear me either?
I don't think so.
Oh my goodness. Several people said they did hear me. I don't know what.
Uh,
I said I need it to run OBS.
OBS is open source and it's on every platform.
Right. I'm just telling you what I need it to do. Basically, whatever you think is best.
It's just Linux. I could probably get it out.
I need to be able to stream, and I need to be able to do Google and go to my Bible channels, and
I could get Linux up in under 30 minutes with all the OBS and stuff
do it.
that you need.
That's great.
But at the
Uh-oh.
exchange, that Linux is not only it not only has a different interface, it's a completely different system from the ground up compared to Windows. So it won't be familiar at all.
Well, nothing is right now.
Yeah.
Is it still normal to go to a website and search stuff?
Oh yeah, you can just press.
Will there be a notepad?
There should be.
Okay.
It's super fast because it's an ultra lightweight version. But worst case, we can download a lightweight notepad.
Yeah, I can always actually write on a notepad too. That's fine. I just need to be able to stream and still use like my phone or Google on the computer because this is really frustrating. Thank you. I can't comment. When I was on the computer, I could comment and everything. On my phone, all I have is this black screen, the option to mute. But if somebody wants to go over to the Discord and then try to paste it in the chat or something, then you can watch it. It's kind of uneventful. I basically just look sleepy, make some faces, quote a couple Bible verses, and then make a funny comment at the end. Why? Did he pour it or spill it? Actually, just okay. It was on accident. All right. Well, don't sound it make it sound worse than it is. Yeah, no problem. I couldn't remember who wanted me to react to what, but I probably should have waited to do that reaction video today because I was like laying in bed. It was really dark. I look like a floating head in the video. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, what is that old British show? Red something, where they have the floating head and the robot and stuff. It seems odd to me that, again, we're not having any new people come through tonight. Last night it was because the video was unlisted, but Kenny just said he could see that it was live. Can you guys hear me? No, I'm just worried. Once he gets the operating system going or whatever, I can get on there and it won't be an issue. Okay, Adam, have a good night. Thanks for being here. God bless you too. Thank you. Did everybody leave? I haven't seen anything from Andy in a while. He might be over on the Discord. Oh, he had to do rounds to check work. Hello. I don't know who's here or not. It says there's a couple people in here. If anybody needs prayer, go ahead and ask, or you can also just put the praying hands if you don't want like an out loud prayer or to discuss what it's about. A bootable image. They're going to operating system zipped and combined with the tools and zip it for motherboard though. How do you get it onto the laptop? Do you have to use a cord or can the laptop actually get somewhere to get it? I think it might just be you and me in here. If so, I'm probably going to restart the live. Oh, a thumb drive. Is anybody over on the Discord? I'll just go see, I guess. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this and start again in a little bit once the laptop's ready or something. So if anybody is listening, you could come over to the Discord or hopefully come back when I get back on in a little while. God bless and have a good night.